had an ulterior motive in starting this podcast, that you knew you knew this topic, and you were like, I just want a platform for this, so we're gonna BS all the rest of this stuff so I can finally get to this.
This is it. This is what I wanted to come on here to say.
I
am pissed.
I am pissed.
Welcome to another episode of Ratz, Random Ass Thoughts with Kate
and Thibaud,
where we unprofessionally discuss absolutely nothing of value to anyone.
These are unconvinced opinions of hypothetical topics and events that may or may not have passed through your mind.
And if you finish a whole episode and wonder, what the hell did I just listen to? Then we've done our jobs.
Welcome to Ratz.
All right.
Yay!
We're here, and I am sounding amazing. Which, by the way, I want to mention what you immediately said. I said, "Oh, this app is glitchy," and then what did you tell me right after?
I said your voice is glitchy.
Always with the love. I love it.
But look, listen, your voice is glitchy. My brain might be glitchy, so it's even. It sounds fair.
So yeah, I am. I've got all my tools. I have my tea. I have my lozenge. I have everything. We were supposed to record yesterday, but my voice was even worse than it is now. So that wasn't going to work. So today it is. So
and
we can get this.
And hold on, what day is today?
Today is Saturday.
No, today is Christmas Eve.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. It is
today
Christmas Eve.
is Christmas. Like, what the hell?
That's right. It is.
I love Christmas Eve. I love Christmas Eve. I love Christmas Day, and then as soon as it's over, I'm done with it.
Oh, really? Yeah. No, I'm a leave the decorations up for another month type of guy.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas Eve, although that's not correct, because when this posts, it won't be Christmas.
It'll be a day after Christmas. So Merry Christmas and New Year's and whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever time frame
Merry
you're listening
everything.
to this. Yeah. Who knows? People might be listening to this like next year Christmas. So,
Right. Exactly.
All right. So you want to get started with our topic picker?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me pull it up.
Yeah. So real quick, we pick topics random. Kate has come up with all these topics, and they are super random out of her brain. And we use a randomizer number picker or whatever to pick a number, and that tells us what topic we're going to discuss today. So that's what we're going to do.
Drum roll.
Drum roll.
And the number is B6.
What?
Bingo, The number is
I was
B6.
like, the number is B. Kate, we have a problem.
Yeah, no. We have a real problem. Like, shut this down for a second. We need to talk. Okay.
Before I was going to say, we record this all in one, and we don't really cut anything. But in case I have to go, hawk up an entire alien community again, like I had to this morning.
Yeah, an entire community.
we might have to.
Yeah, we might have to cut out. No, that's fine. I get that.
Just your warning. I'm good right now.
And it actually is a community, right? It's like a community of like bacteria and.
I knew when thinking of saying that you were going to take it further.
It is a community. Let's be clear. It's a whole thing in there.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting sick.
Oh, just by proxy through the phone? Yeah.
I'm like sniffling. Okay, so number 6. Why are infomercials so addicting? I love infomercials. They're amazing.
See, I have to start on the side of, are they?
They are the best. Okay, so back growing up when I was younger, I grew up in Suriname, which is in South America. It's like a third world country. And so we get like the hacked cable, you know? So around like midnight, they would switch over to just like as seen on TV infomercials. And it would last until like 6 in the morning or whatever. And I would just sit and watch like a zombie. And to this day, I mean, I enjoy them so much. I think that they are, what is it about them, right? Like,
So
why?
that's funny because in the States, we had the same thing. Like after midnight or whatever, it would be infomercials.
Okay.
And that's actually one of my first ever businesses when I was like 15 was from an infomercial.
To do an infomercial? You did an infomercial?
So that was later on. I did an infomercial, but no, it was a business like you sold these little tchotchkes or whatever these things are
it's all useless stuff.
It's useless stuff that like you would find in gas stations and stuff at the time. Yeah. And it was Tom Bosley, I remember from Happy Days. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
But it was Tom Bosley, the actor that played who was like the speaking head for this infomercial about like, oh, you would buy this stuff wholesale and you would sell it retail.
Yeah.
And that was like one of my first businesses. And I made a whole like DVD presentation thing and I sold it to some of my mom's friends and stuff. And
you forgot what you sold?
It had a catalog of 1,000 products in there. So it had like candles.
So it's like everything.
You picked out what you wanted. Yeah. It was like candles. They had some electronics. It was like the Alibaba of the time where like you could get all these random things and and you could just sell it however. So I just like branded my little store and then started selling stuff.
And what's this infomercial you were on?
Oh no, so that was later on. That was for a golf company that I had. We made an infomercial for a product and it aired in like different markets. If
I could be an infomercial not representative, presenter.
I can see it.
It's like ShamWow. Well, you remember the ShamWow?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love them, but I just don't know why they're so addicting. And I actually also, I'm so happy that I did not grow up in the time of like HSN, like our phone calling where you would order off the actual television, because I would be the person that would be like, buy now and get 5 free. And then just end up having like 5 show up at my door. I'm a sucker for infomercials.
Oh yeah. See, I always laugh at my mom cause she's, I call her like, as seen on TV. Cause if it's one of those things, eventually she'll have one.
Oh, 100%. In the airplanes, you have like the, what is that catalog?
Yeah. What is that called? Like the Air
Mall?
Air Mall. Yeah.
Something mall, right?
It used to be. I don't think they have them anymore.
Oh, they should. They should.
Bring them back for Kate. Bring them back for Kate.
No, because I love going through them and just like looking, and I'm like, oh wow, look at this, like a blanket that's also a heater. It's always the most random stuff, but I love them. I love that. I just love them, and I just wonder why they're so addicting. Is it because like someone's yelling at you? Is it because it's like?
I think they're made that way. Like it's like this oversaturation of energy.
Right.
And it's like you just get intoxicated by it, I guess.
You're like, okay, I'll get it. Right? Like, stop yelling at me, I'll buy it. It's like Coco Melon for adults.
Yes.
And then also like spend money.
It really is. It really is Coco Melon for adults. It is that. It's like this saturation. It's not very good, but somehow it's like it targets all the low-level fruit.
Right.
That people have.
And I guess in a way it could be like gambling, right? Because you have like all the lights that come on and you have like all the sounds, and then they're asking you to spend money. So it's like, this is a guaranteed win. Like you're buying something. And
you get to be sold on. So like, do you ever, I don't know. So I'm guessing you're not much of a video game person.
Why do you guess that?
Um, well, I would say you're not very much of a current video game person, so you might go retro on a couple of things, but not really current. That's
But
my guess.
based on what?
Based on tech things not really being your jam in most
Okay.
cases.
Well, I mean, you're correct. You're
Okay.
100% correct.
Okay.
It's not, but I wish you weren't. You know,
Right,
like I wish
right.
that right now I could just be like, actually, I have a Twitch account. Okay.
Exactly. I was about to say. Listen. I know it's only because you have a daughter that you know what Twitch
What
is.
Twitch
So,
is. Yeah, no, I
but
have a secret Twitch account. You don't know. I actually do tournaments and I win all of them.
see, well, that's impressive already that you can get the lingo down. In itself, that's impressive. But so I'm not a big gamer, but like
Right.
there are three games that I'll like follow every time they come out. I'm gonna play it. So like Spider-Man's one and Assassin's Creed is another one, and like so before they come out, they have the trailer for the games,
Yeah.
and then they have the gameplay trailer, and then they have all these trailers. I will like sit there and watch them and rewatch them I've already pre-ordered the game, but I'm excited about like
Yeah.
what I'm about to get. So I'm like watching it and like, yeah, I don't know, you get this feeling of you're already playing it in a sense and you're
Yeah.
excited for what you're going to get. And I feel like infomercials are kind of that, like you get to see this thing played
Right.
out. Like you bought the knives, but you still kind of want to see like them
What they
used
do.
and all the random things that you'll never do with them. You're never I remember when I used to sell those Cutco knives.
Yeah.
And one of the illustration, one of the things that we had to present was like the scissors, and you could cut a penny with the scissors.
Yeah.
And they showed you how to cut a penny because
Right.
you didn't cut it right down the middle. You kind of cut it around the side. And it was just like, when's that going to come up? But it was a good illustration of what it could do. So.
I mean, you never know when you might be in a situation, you know what
Where
I
you
mean?
need to cut a penny?
Right. But then most likely in that situation, you won't have the knife, right? Or you won't have the scissors. You'll be like,
scissors, yeah.
shit, the scissors are at home. But I swear I have scissors at home that can cut through this penny so that we can open this door or whatever. You know?
Okay, Kate. You give me a scenario in
Where
which cutting a penny is required.
Okay, I'm thinking like MacGyver scenario, right? So maybe you're like driving your car and then all of a sudden you see someone who's like struggling at their front door and you're like, and you get out and you're like, are you okay? And they're like, oh man, well, also now that I'm saying it, I'm like, maybe you shouldn't just help a stranger who's trying to struggle in the front door. But
That's not their house,
right.
Kate.
But like, let's imagine that, okay, you know this person. You drive up at their house because you were about to pick them up to go to a party. And so now they're like, oh shit, I forgot something inside my house. Damn it, I don't have my keys to get in. Or, you know, they cannot get in. Or my keys are jammed. They're like, maybe a penny, like a cut up penny will help the situation. Like, I feel like, whenever your door is jammed, you will try anything to get in.
Right, yes.
Literally anything, right? So if someone were to be like, should we cut up a penny? In that situation, you're more than likely going to say, yes, let's try it.
I love how in the scenario you don't have access to anything other than Cutco scissors and a penny.
Right. And that's when you would say, oh no, I have my scissors, but they're at home. But
See?
thankfully,
Maybe you need to be on both sides of the infomercial. You need to write the infomercial,
right,
and perform in it. So you can be the person locked out of their home.
Oh,
and
yes.
Be like, oh no, does anybody have a penny and some scissors?
I would want to be the one that's like driving up and comes up with the idea of like,
right,
maybe a penny that we can cut up, you know. But I was gonna say too, like, you liking trailers for games. Do you watch trailers before a movie, or are you the type of person that's like, no? Okay, good.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
I won't. No. Once I determine that I want to see the movie, I'll avoid all trailers.
Okay. I I like to watch the beginning of the trailer just to give me a little sampler, you know, like let me know what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as it like hooks me, I'm like, turn it off right now. Like, cause I feel like nowadays they put everything in a trailer. Like, I don't want to see how it ends. That's not what a trailer is supposed to be.
Yeah, by the time the movie's out, the type of trailers they do gives you like most of the movie.
Yeah,
but see, it's different with these video games because like like a movie is 2 hours and you're just watching. A video game is like 45 hours and you're playing
or more
and you're playing. Yeah. So like if you're participating in it, they can show so much that doesn't really give away the whole thing.
And the thing is, like in movie trailers, they don't even give what is actually going to be in the movie anymore. Like I've seen trailers where I'm like, yeah, oh my God, this scene, I want to watch this movie.
That's hilarious scene. And then it was cut.
It's never in there. I'm like, why would you put this in a trailer if you're not going to put it in the movie?
Because the movie's not done.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they cut like
things last minute.
We put it in. It doesn't matter. Like you tell people this is what they're gonna get, then you put it in. We'll figure it out, right? Like it needs to be in there.
Well, they'll do tests too, like run different trailers.
Yeah. And
then like one has one scene and the other one has the other, and whichever one performs best, they'll toss that scene and put the good one in there. So maybe you just get the bad ones.
That's why I stopped watching. It's like an endless stream of disappointment watching trailers. I'm like, just show me the movie. Let's just get started. You know what I mean?
Okay, so on that note, there's a term for this, but I don't know what it is. There are products that come out that are like unique flavors of things, like chips or cookies or whatever, right? And they rarely last long because not enough people like them.
Okay.
Now, I'm the type of person that typically I'll like that weird flavor and be disappointed when it disappears. Do you go for like the off, like mainstream flavor of things or no?
It really depends. Like I'm such a nostalgic person, right? That if it's something that I grew up with, it's like, don't even change anything. Like, how dare you, you know? Like, why would you introduce this other flavor? Why?
Okay. All right. So don't mess with Oreos.
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit.
Well,
okay.
I mean, if you want to be like, okay, well, we'll make it mint flavor because that's what they're doing, right? Then it's like, okay, go ahead. I don't care, but don't change the original recipe.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Don't change the packaging. Don't change anything at all, you know?
I don't care if it's eco-friendly. Don't change that shit.
Don't change it. But yeah, it's just so funny how that works. Like infomercials, I'm a sucker. But when it comes to like, I don't know where I'm going with this. Where am I going? I'm trying to loop it back. So
we're like, how do we connect? I know we got like 3 levels away from infomercials.
So I was like, how do I bring it back? Look, listen, I don't know. How do we circle it back?
I have no clue. Bottom line, infomercials are addicting to you. I find them funny at times, but I haven't watched an infomercial and stuff. But I don't even have cable.
Exactly. So you have to watch them on Instagram. Like now, infomercials have changed. I am an Instagram shopper. So if someone is like, it's the new age infomercial.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we run ads on Instagram, so yeah, it's kind of that.
I get sucked into all these random people are like, where did you buy this hammock? Oh, Instagram. Instagram showed me this hammock and I said I need it.
See, I did buy something like that though. I was doing this decoration for Christmas for outside.
Yeah.
And I do this whole like Christmas Wonderland thing. And one of the things that I wanted to put in there is like an interactive game thing where it's basically cornhole, but I stood it up and and I put little bells behind the hole so that when you threw the ball through, the bells would ring. And I saw these lights on Instagram that when you make sound, the lights, like it's like a strand of lights and it lights up.
Okay.
And pardon me. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm good. I told you, I'm like, if I have to cut for this. So now she's losing it. I'm gonna drink some tea because Kate is just losing her mind now.
You were literally like, it's like, you know what? When you accidentally like swallow a fly.
Yes. I love.
And you tried to just like blow it out, like, no, that was like intense. I was afraid that you were gonna just like spit some shit on the screen, you know.
I just love how entertaining me being sick has been for you.
Yeah, that's I derive great joy from people being unwell. You know, mostly sometimes it's just me. So it's like when other people are not feeling good, I'm like, yes. Oh my God. I actually
we could dive so deep into that, but let's not.
Let's not. But yeah, I was well, maybe I'll put this on a subject line.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, oh absolutely. Let's add that one.
Okay,
I look forward to the day when we land on that one.
Keep people hanging. Who knows? Maybe it's like episode 40.
Right, exactly. We'll talk what's wrong with Kate. Why does she enjoy it when other people are sick?
Oh, that one. No, I have a topic in my head.
Oh, okay. This is a really suspenseful one since nobody knows.
Okay. Anyway, so you were talking about the lights that
flicker?
Right.
So these lights that I actually saw on Instagram, which I did buy, but you know, it's one of those businesses that like drop ships it from who knows where.
Yeah.
So it was stuck in Spain for like the last 3 weeks. So it's one of those things. So you never got it? No, I'm still waiting. It's in the States now, but I'm still waiting. So, and Christmas is tomorrow. So hopefully
it'll arrive tonight, and then it's like a Christmas miracle. You know, the lights are here. Okay.
All right.
Should you say what we're doing now? We're switching things up all around.
Yeah. Well, this is Ratz, so we kind of do whatever the hell we want.
Whatever. Yeah.
So we thought, okay, we're gonna do a special. We'll call it special Christmas edition, but we might do some more of it. Would you rather? Between Kate and I.
So, also, since we already covered like 3 topics in that one,
we did. I probably like 4 or 5. It definitely went off the track. Yeah.
So, would you rather? So you pick one and then I pick one.
Okay.
No, so like you pick one, like a whole topic.
Right.
Yeah, and then I pick one.
Okay. You pick one, then I pick. Okay, now tell me one more time. Who picks first?
No, you can pick first. But I was just thinking, I'm like, what if the way that I explained it makes you think like you pick an answer and then I pick an answer of the same one?
Right. No, I give you a would you rather, and then you give me a would you rather. That's what you're asking?
Yes. So you pick first.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. So I did this on my social. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick this one that I posted because I think you'll have a fun answer to it. So, would you rather be a social media influencer?
Oh yeah, that's the one I couldn't answer.
With 2 million followers, but you have to post every single day. That's your job. You got to post something every single day. Or you do a job that you love, that's easy, but you'll never make more than $60,000 a year.
I couldn't answer this one because I'm like, there's so many variables, you know, like if I post every day, does it have to be relevant or can I just post?
See, this is why we can't do these with you. Because, because you're like, so what kind of influence, what am I influencing? Am I like a food blogger or like way overthinking it?
But I mean, I feel like, I don't know, like what's my quality of life at 60,000? You know, like, am I happy? Yes,
I mean,
I love what I do. I don't know. Oh, so I pick one and then I elaborate on why I choose it?
Yeah.
God. Okay, but can I at least know one thing? Like, if I am an influencer, do I love it, right? Because the other one is like 60,000 and you love your job.
Well, you tell me, would you love it?
I mean, it all depends. I could not answer this one. And I don't, because also I feel like whatever answer I choose, I'm going to get judged by. And then I feel like I need to elaborate why I chose that answer, but I also don't know. Well, I guess I'm literally sweating.
I feel like this. Some psychologist somewhere could read so much into everything about you just from this question.
I think I would pick the 60,000 and be happy. But then I hate that that's my answer.
Why?
Right? Because I feel like I always have to do like the humble thing, right? Like,
but is that what you want to do? It's not the humble thing.
If I love what I do, right? Because that's the option. It was like 60,000 and you love what you do, and it's easy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm happy, then sure. But like, why can't I be miserable and just like...
But who says you have to be miserable? I didn't say you had to be miserable.
It's either or, right? So would you rather?
Yes. Would you rather that job right there? You're an influencer at 2 million. You have to post every day. I didn't say you were miserable.
That's true.
Or
I'm reading into what the other thing was.
Yeah.
No, I think I would go with the 60,000 and it's easy.
Okay.
And I love my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair. That's it.
But do I? I mean, I guess I just want to do it all, right? Like, I want to give everything a try. So I think that's why I struggle. Because I'm like, because I feel like you could derive joy from anything and everything, right?
Okay.
So no matter what you do, even if it's like redundant, as long as you can switch your mindset to be content, then it's not a big deal. And it's like, I know people who have like so many followers, but they're not necessarily leveraging their following. So it's like, do I have 2 million followers, but I'm making nothing? You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's like,
wow, Kate. This is intense. This is intense.
It's like, hold on a second. What am I doing with those two scenarios?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's you.
Right. I can't decide. It's undecided. I feel like instantly I would pick like, okay, 60,000, easy thing. I love it.
Okay,
yeah,
so then that's the answer.
But
you're overthinking.
Like, I am.
You're overthinking.
I am.
Now you tell me which one I'd pick.
I feel like everybody just witnessed me having a real like anxiety moment.
A real crisis here.
Whoa, she's freaking out. Like if my therapist was here, she'd be like, back up. She's getting triggered.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Because now they just they're listening and they're like, is she joking or is she actually this anxious over this question? The answer is she's actually this anxious over this question.
100%. I'm sweating. Yeah, this is like I'm going back into my childhood. It's triggering me.
Okay. All right. So then real quick, just flip it. Which one do you think I would answer?
You would probably do the 2 million followers.
Okay, why is that?
Because I feel like that would give you a platform to just like do whatever you want to do, right? And I think that you are also I think you wouldn't be content with just doing the easy thing. So it's like, whatever is the harder thing, I'll just do it because it's hard.
What if you've been talking to Aaron or something?
No, I'm a good like personality reader. Also, you share your stories, it's pretty easy.
I do. But at the same time, like literally what I was talking about with my therapist this past week was how frustrated I was that I always have to pick, like, there's a tree full of fruit and I'm gonna be like, okay, so I could take the bottom fruit, but no. Fuck that. I'm gonna take the top fruit.
Yeah. Or you're gonna plant your own tree.
Right, or plant my own tree, right? And then I end up with like not as many fruit and most of them aren't ripe, but like I end up with the quote unquote pride of taking the top one. So I'm trying to change that actually. But in this case, I would still take the 2 million because I could do a lot with that.
So you actually also had a little tiny crisis right there.
No,
like,
it wasn't
why do I always have to pick the hard thing? And I literally was like, why do I always have to pick the humble thing?
No. In this case, that to me, this is in between hard and thing. I would definitely take the 2 million easy.
Right.
Like that's the easiest one for me is like take the 2 million and you can do so
Right.
much with it. So that I don't have a crisis.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm always like the path of least resistance, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think that's a good way to live life sometimes. But also
See, I need to dabble in that. Like I like where I'm at, but I need to dabble in path of least resistance.
Because the path of least resistance isn't like a bad thing, right?
No,
Like,
no.
I feel like the universe, God, life, whatever, literally has created opportunities for you. And if you can just be like mindful and aware enough to see them, then it's really not that hard.
See,
right?
now we have just departed from Ratz podcast and we have gone into something way more inspirational and deep.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Like let's switch over to the other podcast.
Right, like exactly.
Okay. So what did we decide? I decided I picked the other option.
Wait. What if the other podcast was called Star? It's like Rat's back. Okay, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Like
Star. Okay.
Mine is.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on.
I feel like this is going to be something like horrible or
no.
Would you rather drown?
Maybe a little horrible, but not really. So would you rather be in jail for 5 years?
There we go. There it is.
The one you picked? You're like, I don't even need to know what the other one is.
No. I'm just saying there it is. Leave it to Kate to bring in something bad. Okay, go ahead.
Or be in a coma for a decade.
Oh my God, Kate. So hold on, what?
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
Jail for 5 years.
Why?
Because in jail I can read books, I can learn, I can get better at something. So when I come out of there, I'll have some skills and I can do something. Whereas in a coma, I basically lost 10 years.
I mean, but in jail, you could also, have other experiences that aren't that peaceful.
Yes.
And you'd still choose?
Yes, but the coma, like something put me in there. So I'm probably going to have to deal with whatever put me in there. In terms of after effects, don't feel like dealing with that. And the jail thing isn't guaranteed, especially if I'm not in jail for like murder, which I probably wouldn't be for 5 years. So it's probably something more light and it might not be enjoyable, but I could probably
true.
make do.
That's a good way to look at it. And it said jail, not prison. So there you go.
There you go. And then I could, probably negotiate with people and, they'll want to know how to make money on the outside and I can help them with that. And
on good behavior, you might be out in too.
Right. Exactly. So I've learned something and now, now I basically want to go to jail.
Yeah. You're like, look, listen, give me the little reset. That's nice.
Right.
To just get a year where I could just be solely focused on. Yeah, because jail would be the hard thing, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I've never done it. Let's try it. I think. Is there such a thing where you could be like, "Hey, I want to see what jail is like. Can I be locked up?"
There's been some like documentary people who have done it.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I think it'd be pretty difficult to just get locked up. That's a good way for like criminals to pass messages to other criminals.
That's true. Well, a separate jail. I always wonder like what I would be like in jail.
Wow, Kate.
I get beat up the first day. They'd be like this chick.
No. You'd be the hilarious one. Like everybody would want to be like, no, you got it. Just talk to her. She's hilarious. Like you're gonna come up with some random stories. Everybody's gonna like you. And
you
then,
think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I do well with people who aren't like jail goers, but like in jail, I think you have to you cannot be bubbly. I think you have to be hard. Otherwise,
I think there's a lot of different archetypes. And
yeah.
I think there's one like image from the outside, but I think there's a lot of different archetypes. I mean, I don't have a lot of like experience in it, but I feel like there's a lot of different archetypes because like not everybody who goes to jail is like this hardened criminal,
right? But I feel like when you go in, you have to like I don't know.
I don't think you can because not everybody like you. I think it's just like a saturated version of real life. Like not everybody can win by being the lion. Some people have to be a scorpion. Some people have to be a snake.
Right.
You know, some people have to be a fox. You know, not everybody's the same person.
I'm just thinking, like, sometimes when you go to jail, it's because you've dealt with a lot of trauma in your life, right? So, like, you end up making certain decisions that might not be the best, and so you're in jail. Oh, shit, I'm in jail. So when you're in jail, I feel like sometimes when people have a tough day or, like, they've had a tough year or tough week, and I see them in Publix and I smile, like, they're not going to smile at me, you know? Or I'm like, oh, hi, oh, you can go in front of me. It's like, I just made their day worse, not better. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I feel like you take that and then you put it in an enclosed environment where people are not happy.
Right.
And then I come in.
Okay, I can see that, yeah.
You know? But also on the first day, I also wouldn't be happy. So maybe that would give me like an integration period.
There you go. It would take a while, but see, I can't imagine that your stories wouldn't come up pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Like you'd say something that would make somebody laugh pretty quickly. And, you know, so I feel like, you know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know that you think that I might make it in jail.
So which one is your pick then?
So after hearing yours, I guess I would pick jail for 5 years, right? Especially if I know that I could make it. Like, okay, people would like me. Let's do it. My initial one was coma for a decade because it feels like a really good sleep. And I hear people that come back with stories where they're like, wow, I saw this and I saw that, right? So I feel like that might be a very interesting experience.
Yeah. It's not much.
Look, it's the low-hanging fruit, right? It's easy. You just get to do it for a decade.
I guess that's yes. I guess that's
you come back and you're like, what did I miss? You know? And then hopefully I'm hoping that my coma would give me insights on other things so that I could take that and turn it into something else.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's also an opportunity. That could start a whole different type of business.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to take that any further because I feel like it's going to go in a bad place.
Right, okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, leave it to you. I give you like, I like how I give you, do you want to be an influencer with 2 million or make 60,000 guaranteed easy job? And then you stress over that. And then you give me coma or jail. And they're like, yeah, that's a lot easier.
Coma, 100%. And the keyword for the $60,000 job, you said you're happy though, right?
Oh,
so
wow. That really messed it up, huh?
That's what messed it up. Because if that wasn't a part of it, if it was even, if it was like, okay, you get 2 million influencers and you're happy, doing what you love, but you have to post every day, or your 60K easy job, you're also happy, then it would be an easy choice.
Okay,
but
which one was it? Okay.
That was the keyword
for
me that was like, I'll take that one.
Okay, just because I didn't say happy on the first one.
Just because yes.
Right, yeah, I left it up to you. You have to tell me whether that would make you happy or not. For some people, posting every day, that would make it miserable.
That's true. Yeah. We're back here?
You brought it back. You know what?
I know.
You know what? Moving on.
Okay.
Current event. You said you had one. You wouldn't tell me before we started recording, so go.
Because I wasn't sure if it was like super relevant, but it's kind of relevant to like me. It feels current in my heart.
That sounded really sweet.
Yeah, so Taylor Swift and her Ticketmaster shenanigans.
Okay, I'm not versed up on that. I do like Taylor though. I do like Taylor. I won't lie. I like Taylor.
That's
but,
good.
I mean, I don't like all her music, obviously, but
right.
I do like Taylor. But I don't know what happened.
Okay, quick recap, right? So Ticketmaster sent out blast saying like Taylor Swift's going on tour. And so she hasn't gone on tour since 2009. She was going to have a tour in 2019. It got canceled because of COVID, or 2020, whatever. It got canceled because of COVID.
Right.
And so she hasn't had a concert since. Plus, in the meantime, she's come up with like a bunch of different albums. So people are excited to see her.
Okay.
Ticketmaster send out this thing saying like, hey, if you're a verified fan, you get pre-sale access, right?
Okay.
Pre-general sale access. And if you are a Capital One credit card holder, you also get access. So they kind of like put it in phases.
Okay.
If you register as a verified fan and you get an email that says you get like I'm so heated about this. I need to pace it back because I'm stumbling.
Clearly.
So when you get an email that says you've been selected as a verified fan, you get to come in on this day at this time to order pre-selected tickets for this group, right?
Okay.
If you don't get selected to be a verified fan, then as a Capital One card holder, you get to come in on this day at this time and you get to buy this batch of tickets.
Okay.
And then the general admissions will open on the next day.
Okay.
That's what it was originally. So the day comes to buy the tickets as a verified fan.
Which you are.
No, I did not get the invite.
Okay.
I only was able to go through like Capital One,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And so not a lot of people got the verified fan email.
Okay.
So people were waiting in front of their computers. Some people waited from like anywhere from 4 to 8 hours to buy these tickets. They were in the queue. There were technical difficulties. They got in. Some people got their tickets. Some people did not, right? Like it was a disaster.
Okay.
Then I went in with my Capital One thing, was in the queue, and as soon as I arrived in the actual room to buy, there was nothing. Like, there was nothing. Like, you click on things, and it was like, sorry, sold out, sorry, sold out. Then the next day, when the general sale was supposed to be, they were like, oh, sorry, because we don't have enough tickets, the general sale is canceled. So no one from the general sale was able to get tickets, right? In the meantime, you had all of these other websites, these ticketing websites that were selling tickets to Taylor Swift at like 8 times the price. So it's like what was a $375 seat is now $800, $1,500. Like it was crazy.
Wow.
The whole idea for verified fan, according to Ticketmaster, is that they were trying to make it to where bots can't buy tickets, right? So scalpers can't get a hold of tickets.
Right.
This just keeps it kind of kosher, kind of fair. Nothing about this was fair. So now I'm pissed.
Really? So really, you just, I feel like you had an ulterior motive in starting this podcast, that you knew this topic and you were like, I just want a platform for this. So we're gonna BS all the rest of this stuff so I can finally get to this.
This is it. This is what I wanted to come on here to say.
I
am pissed.
I am pissed.
And if I had those 2 million followers, right? My first thing would be to say, no one buy any Taylor Swift tickets off of any other website. Because here's the thing, like if you want to, now you want to play? Like watch, Taylor Swift is going to come out on stage and the whole arena is going to be empty because you lied to us. You know what I mean?
So that's interesting. So I'm trying to think of a parallel. So, you know, sports trading cards and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, but yes.
Well, you know of them, right? So they have gone digital with blockchain technology, blah blah blah. So basically, there's some ones that I got when they first came out for the NBA, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Let me see. I just got a couple packs. I think it was like $40 or something like that, and now those packs are worth like $6,000. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
I haven't even like revisited in a while. And I look back and I'm like, holy crap. And so they have a pretty interesting system. You basically, like initially you could just sign up and get it. It was easy. But now you sign up and it doesn't matter when you sign up within the week sign up period. But then on the day of, or you get a number emailed to you, and then that's your it's randomized, and that's your number in the queue. So
Okay.
it basically eliminates bots because it doesn't. It's not about the speed at which you ordered it. It doesn't matter. So there's no. I mean, I guess you could use a bot to sign up with a lot of different emails, and you'll probably get maybe one, but it really dissuades bots because it's not going to do that good of a job. So maybe that would have been a better kind of way where you got. But so how do you become a verified fan? What is it? You just say
you literally just put your email in a box, and I think that every artist has their own type of criteria for what is a verified fan. So whether you've been to our concert before, or I don't know what their back thing does, but when I looked into it, because I was like, how does this even work? So I looked into it, and they were like, every artist has their own way to verify their verified fans through Ticketmaster. Whatever type of algorithm it was,
Got you. Yeah.
I was like, this defeats the whole, like, don't lie, right? Then just don't even do a pre-sale. Yeah. Just do a general sale and let people duke it out. But like, don't make people feel special. And then like at the end of the day, you can't handle this.
So, but you're saying you think that they meant to do that?
Well, I think that I don't know. Well, I feel like whatever system they created failed, right?
Right. But the way you're talking about it sounds like you're like, don't do this.
No, but here's the thing though. I feel like if you are creating a system specifically designed to do X, Y, Z, then especially for an artist as big as Taylor Swift, like it cannot fail, And if it does, then you need to have something in place that will like make it better. So it's like, I feel like Ticketmaster is such a big company. They can track who bought their tickets, right? So there's a way.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily know whether it's bots or not.
That's true. But also, I mean, then they should have just like halted it if they're like, holy shit, all these tickets are going so fast. Like, I don't know.
But they were expecting it to go fast. They would have gone fast if like 10,000 normal people.
That's true. That's true. It would go fast too. Either way.
I'm just trying to say, I like how you're talking about it like they intentionally did this.
This is a personal attack on me.
Yes, 100%. Like they intentionally did this to you, Kate.
Yes.
And we don't understand why.
Yes. It was a personal attack on me.
Well, for that I'm very sorry. I will use my 2 million followers and I will let people know to boycott Ticketmaster until they make it better for you.
Yeah. No, I thought like the other way that it could have been handled was like if Taylor Swift said, hey guys, like with all of this stuff that would be maybe unrealistic. It would have a lot of moving parts, I'm sure, because they do this tour, like they plan it years in advance, right? But I'm like, the only other way that it could work is if she's like, I'm canceling my tour and then I'm selling the tickets on my platform. I mean, there's no reason why Taylor Swift needs to use Ticketmaster for ticketing. Like she could have her own.
I think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see softwares where the artists are more in charge of the process.
Yeah.
And there's a company that supports the software, but so they don't do it obviously, but there's a company that supports the software, but the artist is the one, or the management team is the one that directly manages everything. Yeah. So they determine what to do, how to do it. And you don't need to use a third party, because having a third party like Ticketmaster and it just being so external feels very archaic in its way. Yeah. Things have really moved into like,
take ownership of your whole process.
Yeah,
like from front to end.
I follow like an up and coming rapper, and like he's one of those like Chance the Rapper, like independent, not on a record label, and he's just like, why are people going to go over here to buy tickets to my show? Why don't you just come to me?
Exactly. I mean, that makes 100% sense.
Right, and I think we're seeing that. It's just like we've come forward in a way. And figuring out how technologies is going to fit in to give people more power and autonomy over this stuff. So Taylor will probably next time be
Yeah.
the guinea pig for whatever software lands them,
And I also at the end of the day, I don't care that much, right? Like I wanted to go to the concert, but I'm not gonna dish out $1,500 for a ticket. Like that to me is insane. And also to me, I feel like that should be illegal. Like why would anybody spend that much money on a ticket?
But hold on. You say that, but what if they made an infomercial?
Okay, then if they're like buy one get one. Or order now.
If they tell you to order now, then you're
might.
probably yeah.
And that's what I told people. I was like, honestly, I have a limit in my mind of how high I'm gonna go for 2 tickets. But once I'm in there and it's chaos, who knows what I do? You know what I mean? I don't know. I might come out there and be like, oh shit, did I really just go way over? There's no telling what I do. I would not know.
Buy now, Kate.
Yeah, exactly. Your time is running out. I just click, buy 10.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think that's the pond.
That's it.
That's it.
We wrapped it up. Buy now.
Buy now. That's the moral of the entire thing.
Wait, actually, that's kind of right. This whole thing was about branding.
Right.
Wasn't it?
Kind of. If you dig into this really deep, you'll probably find some kind of good stuff.
I think it was very good.
Yeah.
I think we covered a lot.
Absolutely. So we will see you all next week.
Next week.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.